putting business back into North Carolina politics. A Conversation with.
You have a undergraduate degree from Guilford College in accounting. You went to Campbell, you got a law degree. You went to NC State, got a degree in history. Now you're working on your doctorate at Duke University in business history. I've been so impressed with the group of candidates running for state treasurer. You have a Moorhead scholar, you have a Wharton School of Business background, the head of the State Association of County Commissioners. Truly a remarkable group. I can't think of another campaign where every candidate is just an exceptional intellect, an exceptional person. How do you distinguish yourself among North Carolina voters?
Well, John, that really is the tremendous difficulty in these down-ballot races. You have a situation where I would argue it's the second most important office in the state, manages over $77 billion in pension funds, as well as taking care of the finances of the local and county governments. You affect 1 in 8 people in the state, 825,000 directly. Yet, when you try to talk with folks about it or tell them the importance, people have busy lives. They just are not focused on this level of race. It's always been a challenge, and it's even more of a challenge this cycle.
Because everyone has so much affection for treasurers in the past, like Harlan Boyles. And how would your leadership be different? What do you remember from Mr. Boyles that you would emulate, and what would you change? Or same way with Treasurer Moore.
I think the most important thing about this office is it needs to be nonpartisan, needs to be non-political. Obviously, you must be political to get elected. However, if decisions are being made in the office that are based on politics and where you're going, because you have an eye on a higher office or where you want to go, and you're using it as a stepping stone, I think that is a real mistake, because it's not in the best interest of the state. So I think the hallmark has been, even with Richard Moore, although he's running for governor, I think his decisions, and certainly Treasurer Boyles' decisions, were always based on what was best for the state. Being an independent fiscal watchdog, that's one of the highest callings that this office is. We all have to live within our means. The legislature in the state has to do the same, and an independently elected state treasurer is that person to be able to speak up about that.
How has North Carolina changed since the 1980s? How do you campaign differently today than you would have if you were running for state treasurer in 1980?
Well, I think that the rise of the electronic media, it has always been present, and obviously those candidates who do better and can raise money to be on a larger dissemination of information like radio or television have done better. But grassroots organizing still mattered then. It mattered a great deal then, and you could potentially overturn, with a message or a more populist bent. Grassroots are still very important today, but they're completely overwhelmed by the money and the need to be on television. And so there's less and less direct community involvement and more emphasis on just being on the phone and raising the dollars, and that's it.